When I was at drunk, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen on the green of the sofa. Got two rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Roll till about 2 Gisclair. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging. Celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom does the act with leaks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the store. We used to fuck when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. That we took champagne every birthday. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I make familiar with the positives and the fun. And if you don't know, now you know, you know.
And good evening. We are live here from Thibodaux High School. It is our season opening high school football broadcast here on Coastal Broadcasting. I am Casey Gisclair. I'm joined by Coach Brian Callais. Coach, it has been a lot of months of waiting, a lot of months of anticipation, and finally tonight we got TARPONS, we got Tigers, we got a parish rivalry right out of the gate. And I'm excited. It's a hot night, but it's a clear night. The weather should cooperate. And we got two teams that are both itching to try to get to 1-0 in the season.
Yeah, look, the weather, it's a little warm up here in the box. But if you go down on the field, they got a little breeze every once in a while. It's not going to feel too bad compared to what it was maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
Let's talk about South Lafourche first. They, in their scrimmage, fell to Terrebonne. It was not the strongest performance, but it was maybe the strongest competitor that the TARPONS are going to face. What were some of the things you saw that you liked, and what are some of the areas that you think the TARPONS are going to try to clean up tonight?
I like that the TARPONS did move the football at times against, a pretty good Terrebonne team, and the TARPONS had some success moving the football. I like that it's a staple of this program, Casey, where they're going to compete from start to finish. They're not ever going to take many plays off, and that's a positive thing to see. I like that where some guys got a little bit of rest.
Yeah, let's talk about that. No Josh Mack in the Jamboree, no Meathead in the Jamboree. Josh Mack had a family engagement. Meathead, a little dinged, got a little rest. Now they're both a full go tonight. I'll tell you this, and even Tyler Lewis said this. He said, man, I couldn't tell that their offense wasn't full strength. He said, hey, they look good to me. This is a Tarpon offense that's expecting to score a lot of points, and I really think tonight when South Lafourche gets down there, because I think we all agree they're going to move the football. When they get down there, it's got to be 7 points tonight.
Yeah, it's a great point. When they get inside that red zone, you have to come away with 7 tonight. And, look, going back to the Jamboree last week, Bo Robert did such a tremendous job stepping in and filling that quarterback role. And it's hard to tell. If you didn't know, with the way they moved the football at times, you would think that they were full strength. And that's credit to these guys that behind the starters who are stepping up.
For Thibodaux High School, it is a first-year head coach. Lowell Narcisse is the first-year man here. He is very decorated from his playing days. He was quite a player at St. James, signed with LSU, traveled around a little bit as a player, was one of the portal guys. Now last year got into coaching, spent a season at Ascension Catholic, had a really nice year there, and said, hey, you know what? I want the challenge of 5A. He was in 1A last year. He said, I want the challenge of 5A. We were just talking to a student athlete here, Cole Trosclair, who's going to be the third member of our team. We'll bring him on in a minute. But Cole said, hey, we love Lowell here. He has endeared himself to the people at Thibodaux. He's ignited that fan base. They got people tailgating. It's already a full house on the home side. they're excited to see what Lowell Narcisse brings to this program.
We got here about 5:30 or so, and there was a line of people already to get in the stadium. And if you're looking at the home side, for this, with 25 minutes or so before kickoff, to have this type of crowd for Terrebonne, that's good for the Thibodaux Tigers.
Reggie Easeman and Teddy are in the house. You saw that. They just walked in. They're fired up. We're all fired up. Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here today.
See, Teddy not talking. He's munching on something.
State Bank and Trust Company. Banking you can count on, member FDIC. Regional Homes of Raceland, leading the Southeast in manufactured home excellence. Patriot Marine Services, LLC, providing a full range of maritime transportation, project management, and logistics services. Thibodaux Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Duck Fab, a leader in quality duct fabrication and custom ducts, exhaust, and wall sheeting installation. And Lafourche Parish Fire District 3. Smoke detectors save lives. Install yours today. Stay safe. Plan smart. Let's take a 3-minute break, Luke. When we get back,
3:30.
3 minutes and 30-second break. When we get back in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we are going to tell you a little more about both of these teams and maybe get a coach's interview or two. It is high school football varsity coverage here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. We go live to Cole, who's got B.J. Young. Cole, take it away.
I'm here with head football coach of South Lafourche, Coach Young. Coach, all your starters did not play last week in your jamboree. Will they all be healthy today?
Yeah, they all ready to go. Healthy. A few of them were just kind of a healthy scratch with a few little bumps and bruises that we held out. So they're good. They're 100% ready to go tonight.
Thibodaux has a lot of athletes on all sides of football. How do you look to contain them both on defense and on offense?
Yeah, look, I think it's a chore. I think we have to do a good job of keeping them kind of in the phone booth, stop them before they get going. Defensively, try to use some stuff against them to put us in advantage to maybe gain a few hats in the run game and in the pass game.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you very much, Cole. Appreciate that. He got B.J. Young. B.J. said, hey, man, we got to stop them from getting downhill. And he also said the magic words, we're healthy. That's the most important thing tonight. A lot of those little lingering injuries, not going to be an issue tonight.
Yeah, look, going into week one, this is pretty much as healthy as this team's going to be all year, without bumps and bruises throughout the season.
Shout out to Cole, by the way. Cole's 16, man. I wouldn't have had the courage at 16 to go up and talk to a coach that I didn't know anything about. But third member of our broadcast team tonight. And, of course, we know he comes from good family. That's Shane Trosclair's boy. And he's also going to be recording a lot of strikeouts in the spring, too.
He went in with a lot of confidence in that interview. And didn't Brian Joseph.
No. Didn't throw any sticks at BJ for sure. Thibodaux's in the field house right now. And look, take me back. I don't even know. Well, let's see. I think Coulson, he could maybe get in our seats, but I don't think he's even on the field. But anyway, what before your first game, what was your message as a coach? Were you a little nervous? Like, I ain't even talking your first game of your career. I'm talking like first game at Central, first game at South, first game at LC, whatever. Just the first game of the season. As a coach, is there a little bit of jitters?
Absolutely, because, you know, as a coach, you're putting all of this time and work in and getting game plans and this and that, and you're nervous to see how your kids are going to come out. And I say kids, young men are going to come out and perform under the lights. They had a dress rehearsal last weekend, but it was a little different because, you know, at the end of the night, it didn't really matter if you won or lost the game. But tonight, it counts. And, yes, as a head coach and an assistant coach, you're going to be nervous right now. And when you take the field after the national anthem's over and that first kickoff, the nervousness is gone.
Yep, no doubt about that. We're super excited to be here tonight. We're going to get a treat in just a few minutes. Cole was telling us it's a long-time Thibodaux tradition. The band takes the field and plays a routine for a good, 5-6 minutes before kickoff. They get everybody rolling, so we'll be treated to a little pregame tune from the Golden Band from Tigerland here in just a couple of minutes. And that, to me, is whenever it's officially football season. When the bands are here and everybody's rocking and rolling, that's when it's time to kick off and get things started.
And when they play that song, you're not going to be cheering, right?
No
I know it's tough. I know it's tough for you.
No promises on that. Let's go ahead and do this.
I won't be cheering.
I know. Injury reports and injury timeouts are brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. We do have a big injury to report on the Thibodaux side. Amari Griffin, one of their big heavy hitters, big running back, is out for the season with a dislocated hip. Terrible, terrible thing for a senior. He is out for the season. He was a big part of what they do. He's out of the lineup tonight. The Tarpons are mostly injury-free. Our coin toss tonight, when we get to it, is going to be brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. Banking you can count on, member FDIC. Home team first downs tonight are brought to you by Golden Motors, where price is priority. Kickoffs are brought to you by PMC Insurance. Scoreboard updates are going to be brought to you by Patriot Marine Services. And tackles for a loss when the Tarpons are on defense, brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation, helping to spread suicide prevention awareness in memory of Terry Hunter III. And lastly, we've got the Red Zone, brought to you by Joe's Septic Contractors. But, Brian, I'll go ahead and take this right out of the gate. Our home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. On the offensive side, South Lafourche will be starting Josh Mack at quarterback, Landon Dardar, tailback. The receivers, Baby J, Landon Jarvis, Terrence Petrie, Dre Hughes, the tight end, Haven Green. The offensive line, Bo Jarges, Darius Allen, Carter Callais, Drake Terrebonne, and Sawyer Wells. That is the offensive 11. When we get back from this 3-minute break, We'll get you the defensive 11 and also some keys to victory. We're 15 minutes away from the opening kickoff on opening night. Thank you for watching and listening here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back. We got to apologize. I didn't communicate very well with Cole there. He did speak to Lowell Narcisse, and we were able to actually hear some of that during the commercial. You and I did. The audience didn't hear it. And Lowell Narcisse was telling Cole that his guys are ready to go. He's ready to go. And the community's ready to go. So it should be a fun night for football with Thibodaux. Unfortunately, I didn't tell Cole we were at a commercial, but he did his job. And the Tigers are ready to roll.
And, you know, every time you look in – when a new coach is hired and their biggest thing is buy-in. They want buy-in. Casey, look down on the home side here.
It's packed.
That's buy-in.
Yeah, it's packed.
That's buy-in. And look across. The Tarpon Nation has been buying in to the athletic programs. They got a decent crowd, a pretty nice crowd for the Tarpons across the way.
You know, the big crowd doesn't really surprise me much for the Thibodaux side, but what does surprise me is, like, it was a party, man. They were tailgating and cooking, and, like, it was a party. And that was really refreshing to see. They're super jacked up. And you're right. That's buy-in, man. They're excited about what's happening. They should be excited about what's happening, man. You got a guy who was once a 5-star recruit in college now leading your program. We'll see how it goes for them tonight. But let's go ahead and get you the starting defensive lineup for the Tarpons, brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. 1 in 5 adults live with a mental health condition, me being one of them. Call 988 for 24/7 free and confidential emotional support. Starting for the Tarpons at end, Braxton Petrie. At nose, Wyatt Gaspard. The other end, Ryder Bruce. Mike linebacker Tucker Dantan, Will linebacker Isaiah Duncan, Sam linebacker Tyrese Edwards, the rover Joao Arujo, free safety Yair Torres, strong safety Rez Due, and the corners Jack Castaneda and Jaden Lee. And as we know, Brian, we're going to see some two-way guys on that defensive side of the ball tonight as well.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And Coach Young and his staff is going to be smart about it where, I mean, you can't have people playing 10 snaps on offense and come right back and play another 10. They're going to spot play guys through, and I'm sure that's going to be their plan throughout the year. But when they're in, they're definitely going to help. Whatever side of the ball they're on is going to help.
The band's on the field. They're playing some music, playing some tunes, getting everybody fired up. Thibodaux looks to be in some black tops tonight with the white trim, so no purple and gold for Thibodaux tonight. The Tarpons will be in the road whites, all whites, for South Lafourche tonight.
And I was watching film on them against Ellen, and it took me a second. Like, wait a minute, is this Thibodaux in these uniforms?
Sure is, right? They made that uniform change last year, and it looks sharp, man. It works for them. Let's thank some of our sponsors: Grand Isle Shipyard, putting people first; Ortho LA, Orthopedic Sports Medicine, offering a wide range of specialty orthopedic services; Ashley Barrios State Farm; Rev, the official internet service provider for KLEB streaming; South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967. And let's pause for the national anthem and a pregame invocation.
Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition with a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of his presence with us in this game. In Jesus' name, amen. Go Tigers!
All right, remain standing for the national anthem.
Let's go. We've got the band on the field. The national anthem has been played, a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. And now we are ready to rock and roll. Brian, before we get our coin toss, brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company, what are some keys for South Lafourche? What do they have to do to get the win tonight?
Let's start on defense. I think they got to stop the big play. You got to contain, like we talked about on play-by-play, where you got to contain these athletes that are on the field with their speed and stop the big play. Tackle, tackle, tackle. When you're in space, you have to tackle one-on-one tackles, especially on the outside on the perimeter, and on zero penalties. Make Thibodaux work for everything they're going to get. So on defense, zero penalties. On offense, again, stay ahead of the chains. You can't get in third and long situations where Thibodaux's defense can dial up different defenses. So you want to stay ahead of the chains. Take care of the football. You can't have any turnovers. And I have down here celebrations to a minimum. And what I mean by that is that you talk to some officials around the area, and they are saying the officials are aware of South Lafourche because of last year with the penalties. So, and last year we seen where they were celebrating on their own and they got some penalties called. So just be aware of how the officials are going to call it and make sure zero unsportsmanlike tonight.
No doubt about it. And here come the Tigers. The Tarpons have already taken the field.
That is them. I was watching the kids in the back. They look pretty small.
I was wondering when you said, oh, they're too small. I said, my God, Brian, how big do you think they are?
The big boys in the front. And we talked about this. Let's see if whichever team is going to win the coin toss, if they're going to defer their option to the second half or take the ball in the first half to start the game.
See if, I don't know where Cole is. See if we could find him and locate him. I just shot him a message, try to go get the coin toss. No. See if he got the MO. Yeah, I think he's going out there. Our captains tonight for South Lafourche are going to be Sawyer Wells, Bo Georges, and Josh Mack. For Thibodaux, they're not lined up just yet. We'll get those in just a second.
Like 17.
17 would be Spencer Conrad.
52.
52 would be Carter Claymore.
And 40.
40 would be Connor Gyro.
Them gyros, they all over.
Yeah, they are.
And the captain figure tonight, Carter Claymore.
So we got our coin toss brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company.
Cohen Oakland, number 13.
Cole's trying to make his way out there.
And also 13, Cohen Oakland.
And Connor Gyro is the captain for the Thibodaux Tigers.
Let's go ahead and throw it down to Cole. Take it away.
That's captain when y'all on the field. Expect y'all to control your team, play a good sportsmanship game. All right, fellas? Yes, sir. 9, I got heads and the tails. What you call? Heads. He called heads, all right? All right, it is heads, all right? South Lafourche won the toss. You want to receive.
Hey, now.
You want to defend. All right, put y'all back this way.
Well, we got our answer. South Lafourche wins the toss. They want the ball. BJ has been listening to play-by-play this week, I think.
And we can let Cole know as a Tiger, he's 0 for 1 on the coin toss.
Thibodaux will be kicking it away. The Tarpons will be getting it first. Brian, are you fired up, dude? I'm fired up, man. It's been a while since we've been up here doing some football.
Yeah, I'm looking for my papers. They're all over the place. I'm ready to go.
We already have had the anthem. We got the teams on the field. We've got our coin toss. Now the only thing that we're missing is getting after it.
Points. Got Truck again working double duty.
How did we get Truck to work double duty? How did that happen?
Well, he's speechless. Nothing else to do, he said. He's bored.
So the Tarpons and Tigers are going to be locking up in just a second.
I know we have a big listening audience and viewing audience on the YouTube channel. Billy Brunet just sent me a message that they are at Kings Island.
Kings Island is a good place to be, Bubba.
Billy Joe and Greg Curall.
Jake Onkale will be kicking the football off. And we are just about ready to rock and roll. Thibodaux will be kicking from left to right. The Tarpons have a crew back there.
Any one of the guys back there can take it to the house.
We're awaiting the opening kick, and we are underway with a pop-up kick that is going to bounce at the 20, be fielded by Terrence Petrie. Makes a man miss. There's a flag already on the field. He bounces outside and will be tripped up at the 27-yard line. We'll wait on the marker.
That flag came out pretty quick.
It is
face mask.
Face mask on Thibodaux. Boy, we'll take it. You're right, Brian. That one came out right as soon as the play started.
And I think what happened, the first guy down was trying to tackle Terrence, and Terrence made him whiff by him, and he just stuck his hand out and grabbed part of that face mask. And that's going to be a 15-yarder.
So the Tarpons will play 1st and 10 from really good starting field position. Josh Mack leading the troops out there. Oh, he pointed the wrong way. Yeah. He said on Thibodaux, but they're walking it off on South Lafourche. So that's unfortunate. Yeah. I wasn't trying to disagree with you, but whenever the flag came out, that was way before they were trying to tackle Terrence. So I was a little confused. Ball will be back now at the 13-yard line. Raise up your foot, please, sir. There you go. Need a little slack. 1st and 10.
You can disagree with me.
Well, I didn't see it.
I live with someone who does it all the time.
I didn't see it. I didn't know what happened. Empty set. Now Dardar comes in. 1st and 10. It's an inside handoff to Dardar, picking through the lines. Going to get across the 15. The pile is being pushed about the 17. It's a gain of about 4. Not a bad first down gain.
Good job by Dardar right there. Again, he just keeps his feet moving and picks up additional yards. And nice job by the offensive line, staying with the blocks and getting that push.
Now it'll be 2nd down. Tarpons in the gun. Inside handoff to Dardar. Not much that time. The middle of the Thibodaux defense all over it like a blanket.
Yeah, not much running room right there up the middle. Thibodaux did a good job of stuffing up the middle.
So it brings up a critical 3rd down at about 4.
Maybe watch for them to hit either Hughes or Petrie.
Ball at the 20-yard line, about the 19 actually. Empty set, Mack has time, shoots it down the middle behind the receiver. Incomplete. He was under a lot of pressure, and that'll be a 3 and out for South Lafourche.
A little bit of pressure. Mack had it and kind of overshot Terrence a little bit. The ball was thrown a little bit behind him.
So Thibodaux gets an early stop.
4th down.
Number 13, Cohen Oakwan will be back deep to catch this punt from Tyrese Edwards.
Tarpon's got to be careful here on special teams.
Cohen Oakwan on the return.
They're expecting a big old punt from Tyrese. He's standing all the way to the 46-yard line. I don't know if he's got the leg to get it out there. Let's find out. There's the snap. Kick is a line drive kick that does get there. I was wrong. Takes a bounce near midfield. And that is one heck of a punt. Tarpon's going to down it at the 34-yard line. My goodness, Tyrese, what a punt. So from about the 19 to the 34, that's flipping the field for high school. Heck of a job there by Tyrese.
And look, that's what you want to ask of your special teams. Come in there, you start at your own 13, you go 3 and out, just kind of flip the field. Good job on special teams there for the Tarpons.
So now the Tigers will take the field. Number 5 is the guy that they'll be looking to get the ball to a lot tonight. That is Vondarius Brown. Just got a little tip from Cole saying a little trickeration on the first play. Let's see. 1st and 10. Backwards pass. Here they go. They're wide open.
Got him.
If it's caught, it's a touchdown. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Backwards pass, pitch and catch. The Tarpons fell far to hook, line, and sinker. And Cole was all over it. That's number 4 on the grab, Jacob Terrell.
Look, if you're a Thibodaux Tiger, I absolutely love this call. A brand new coaching staff comes in, your very first play of the regular season, trick play for a touchdown.
And it is 6-0 Tigers right out of the gate. Speaking of gate, they're coming with a swinging gate. 34 is the kicker. That's Jake Allcale. Terrell, the holder, he just scored the 6. Snap is a little high. Gets it down. It's a good job by Terrell. The kick is up and good. Not a good start to the game for Big Blue, but the Tigers are riding high. It's 7-0. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
By the time he did that, the ball was just about past him.
So 2nd and 10. Mack, straight drop, under pressure. Has a man wide open. That's Green, and he dropped it at the 50. He was wide open with room to run, and that one falls incomplete. My goodness, that one hurts Big Blue there.
Yeah, the ball, he went up for it, hit him in the hands. That's the one you got to come down with.
Let's see if we can get a big stop by the defense.
Casey, look at that Tiger defensive front. They're coming across.
Trying to get a big stop, 3rd and 10. Mack looks to the sideline, play clock down to 15. Looking to send some pressure. Oh, they back out. Mack now under a little pressure. Keeps his eyes down the field, throws across his body, and there's nobody there. That'll fall incomplete. The Tarpon offense in a little bit of a rut early. They're going to have to punt this ball away.
Mack did a good job getting out of the pocket, buying himself more time. Good job by Bo Georges on that left side. He held that block for a long time.
So 2 possessions and 2 punts for South Lafourche. Edwards will try to flip the field again, but it'll be up to the Tarpon defense to try to make something happen. It's a snap to Tyrese. They're coming, but he gets it away. It's a beautiful line drive kick. The return man will catch it at the 20 and be dropped at the 20. So the Tarpon defense does a good job there on the special teams side. And we got some extracurriculars, a little pushing and shoving after the play. No flags that I saw yet. So a couple little love taps.
Yeah, it was good hustle by Terrence Petrie.
He's a long snapper, man. He had to go all the way down there.
I think also down there was Yair Torres.
Now let's see if Thibodaux may be running more of their base offense here after the trick play. Their quarterback is Damian Robertson. 5 on Darius Brown. He's going to get the ball a lot. Cardo, number 10 in the backfield. 7-0 our score in favor of the Tigers. 8:39 to go in the opening quarter. Wobbly snap. That's a backwards pass.
Yes, it is.
And they're going to watch it roll out of bounds at the 9-yard line. That was a backwards pass, and it's going to be a loss of about 12. A bad snap kind of flustered Robertson, threw it behind the running back backwards, and Thibodaux now will be in a big hole. And if you're Coach Mike Woods, your defense has to get off the field here. It'll be 2nd and 22.
A 12-yard loss.
See if the Tarpons could take advantage. Robertson will be in the gun. Brown will be with him. Brown is so explosive. He's now shifting out. Be a little hitch, a little tunnel screen. Tarpons are trying to make a tackle, and they do, but the receiver gained pretty much all of the lost yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. These Thibodaux numbers are a little hard to see. I think that was number 6. No, number 0, false on the grab. My apologies.
Oh, you had Terrence Petrie in on defense.
Starting to see it. Yeah, starting to see it. Tarpons are understanding, hey, we're in a 7-0 hole. We got to make it happen. This is a huge 3rd down. Quad set all on the right side for Robertson in the gun. Bell in motion. Flushed out. Under pressure. He's hit and he's dropped. And that'll be a punting situation. It's not a sack, not a tackle for a loss brought to you by Terrell Hunter III. He gained a yard, but it will be the stop that the Tarpons needed.
Great job by Terrence Petrie. Came from all the way across on the other side of the field. Tackled the quarterback from behind for that no gain or 2-yard loss.
34 on KO will be the punter. Terrence will be standing at about the 45-yard line. Tarpon defense stands up. See if Terrence can maybe get him a little wall here. 7:13 and counting. Play clock down to 8.
Thibodaux had a late player in the game.
They just do get the snap away. Kick is wobbly. Will bounce at the 45. Terrence will pick it up and try to make a move. Gets across midfield and dropped at the 45. So The Tarpons are going to take over there in good field position. So it'll be 1st and 10. And Brian, the Tarpons got to take advantage. You had that little miscue from the Tigers there where they had that backwards pass. Now you got great field position. Talked about throwing water on that momentum. Now's the chance right here.
Yeah, big series here for the Tarpons.
1st and 10. Mack with Dardar. In plus territory for the first time tonight. Jarvis almost out of bounds. He's so wide. This is usually a run look for the Tarpons. This time it's a pass to Petrie, who's open. Got it at the 40, and he dives to the 38-yard line. So that's a first down gain of about 7 for Terrence. How about that? Everybody in the world, when the Tarpons go wide, it's an inside run. BJ says not so fast. We're going to throw it out of that look. And they maybe caught the Tigers napping a little bit.
Yeah, nice play from the Tarpons.
Tarpons made it to the 38-yard line.
At the 38, 6:25 and counting. The Tarpons do have to run a play before the hydration timeout. Strong side of the field to the left. Inside handoff to Dardar. Lowers his shoulder. My goodness.
First down.
He's got a Golden Motors first down. Again, not a massive hole, but Meathead just saying, hey, I'm just running through you guys. And he does get a first down to the 32, and that will bring us to the hydration timeout. So let's go ahead and take it with him. It's a 1-minute break. It's a 7-0 ball game, but the Tarpons are on the move here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
We'd like to thank our generous sponsors, the Two Hustlers Motorcycle Club of Thibodaux, to beat the Thibodaux High football team this Friday night. Big thank you to the Two Hustlers Motorbike Club, Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Can you turn? I barely hear the commercials at all. Thank you.
We needed to turn them out.
Welcome back. We have the hydration timeout ongoing. The Tarpons are about to retake the field. 5:59 to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for South Lafourche at the 32.5-yard line. I want to thank South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967. Also PMC Insurance, specializing in home, auto, and much more. Get you some scoreboard updates throughout the course of the night. I can tell you Vanderbilt's leading Central Lafourche 7-0. Here it's 7-0 Thibodaux. Mack. Inside handoff to Dardar, picking through the line, trying to fall forward. Gets to about the 30. That's again about 2.5, 3 yards. Not bad.
No, look, these are things you need. You need to have these 2-3 yard gains, especially on first down. Eventually, you're going to see the Tarpons take a shot.
Ball at the 30. You figure it would be 4-down territory. Tarpons don't want to have to worry about that, certainly, only on 2nd down. Hughes and Jarvis flanked all the way almost out of bounds. Petrie in the slot. Inside handoff to Dardar, picking through, gets across the 30 to the 28. Another one of those short gains will bring up 3rd and about 5.
That time they had a hole, but Dardar kind of lost his foot in just a little bit. Still fell forward for a positive gain. Brings up a pretty big 3rd down here.
Yep. Again, where you are on the field, you got 2 plays to get it, so it's not a terrible situation. But you're at the 28, you got to get to the 23. Tarpons have a 3-receiver shotgun set. Now they'll shuffle the personnel around. Hughes flanked out left, Jarvis out wide to the right, Petrie in the slot. Mack gives it to Dardar. Dardar diving near the sticks. He didn't get there, but he got close. It'll bring up 4th and about 1.5 yards. Got to about the 25.
From Meathead's freshman year to his senior year right here, the maturity he has as a runner, his vision and his feet, he keeps moving. Yeah, it's a dangerous runner.
Tarpons are going under center. Meathead will be the first guy in the eye, Jarvis the second. 4th down and 2. Do they try a hard count?
Yep.
They look to the sidelines after Thibodaux doesn't blink. 4:08 and counting in the first. Play clock down to 10. Would they dare try to play action out of this run formation? It's a toss to Jarvis, trying to turn the corner. He is not going to get it. He's tackled at the 25-yard line, and that is a turnover on downs. Thibodaux will get the stop. They were all over that one. Good job by the Tiger defense. Defensive coordinator Jared Favorite. His crew dials up a big stop just shy of the Joe Septic red zone.
I really like the play call. I mean, you had 5 yards to get, and trying to get Jarvis, Landon with Jarvis with some speed, some quickness to get to the outside, but Thibodaux was just too quick on that play.
So the Tigers take over on downs from their own 25, 3:54 to go in the opening quarter. Brown will be in the backfield with Robertson. That's not anything unusual. That's what we're going to see all night. Man in motion. That's Bell. Inside handoff. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Tarpons had him for a loss, but a good job there by Brown getting out, getting to about the 32, gain of about 7. And we have a flag on the play on the far sideline, all the way on the Tarpon sideline. Maybe an illegal formation. Oh, sideline warning on South Lafourche. No harm, no foul for the first one, but future sideline warnings will come with a penalty.
Official might have bumped into one of the coaches or...
Got to do like Brian Kelly. You got to dive out of the way.
Gracefully.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know if gracefully is the word I would use. Something like that.
No. Far from it.
2nd and 3. Looks like this will be an empty shotgun set for Robertson. I'd be willing to bet it ain't going to stay empty. One of those receivers are going to go in motion and join him.
Watch for those shovel pass. They love to run it.
There's the man in motion.
Nope.
It's going to be a design quarterback run and a big gainer across the 40. Dropped at the 43 for a first down. There's Robertson, number 12 for South Lafourche on the tackle. That was Joao Araujo, but it is a first down for Thibodaux.
They showed that out of that formation, a shovel pass in the jamboree. That time they just didn't do it. The quarterback kept it to the opposite side.
Design quarterback keeper gets Thibodaux a first down, and they're on the move at their own 43 with 3:20 to go in the opening quarter. Robertson with Brown. Both have showed their elusiveness so far. Inside handoff. Brown dropped at the 47. Pretty good job there. Jack Castaneda on the stop. Gain of about 4.
Yeah, Jack comes up hitting himself in the chest. The runner drug him for 3 yards. I mean.
Tell you what, we got 2 running backs tonight, boss, that are Saturday players. Both Brown and Dardar look really good. Simeon Adams is going to spell Dardar on this play. Or excuse me, he's going to spell Brown, my apologies, on this 2nd and 6. They're going to give it to him off left tackle, little counter play, and the Tarpons will stack him up near midfield. He didn't get the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 2, but the Tigers do continue to stay ahead of the chains. Clock running down, 2:10 to go. I'm sorry, Brian.
Good play by the defense. They came up. It looked like the running back was going to pick up more yardage than what he actually got. That was a nice job by the defensive front.
See some of the big boys up front. Georges, Callais, some of them boys in the middle. Can they bottle the run on a 3rd and 2? They don't flinch on the hard count. Play clock down to 15. Robertson with Adams in the backfield. Low option. They'll make the pitch. Trying to get outside. He's short. Thrown for a loss. Tackle for a loss brought to you by the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. Jack Castaneda made the stop. It'll bring up 4th and about 4.
That was a good job by Jack. He came up very aggressively. The guy in front of him got rid of his block, allowed Jack to come in.
Thibodaux is at least showing that they are going for it. Will they snap the ball? That remains to be seen. It's 4th and about 3.
No way to snap it.
Their defense has been playing very well. They're flanked out really wide. 4 receivers to the left side. BJ's trying to call a timeout. He does. So if for nothing else, showing this formation has got BJ Young to call one of his timeouts with 1:01 to go. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with a big 4th down here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Fourth down, a big play, 1:01 to go in the opening quarter. Thibodaux playing a 4th and about 3. Ball just on their side of the 50. Will they snap it? Let's find out together. Tarpon's called a timeout, new formation from Thibodaux. Man in motion is Aucoin. They do snap it. It is going to be a little slant, wide open, and a big play. Across the 40, stacked up and dropped at the 35. Nice little pitch and catch to Jonathan Bell. And the Tigers did have a trick up their sleeve to get the first down.
It's a little screen right on the inside, right up the middle, and well executed by the Tigers.
And they're going quick. Tarpons are trying to substitute. That Tarpons got 1 million on the field. That's going to be a penalty. South Lafourche was taking their sweet old time getting off the field, and that is going to be 12, 13, 14 guys on the field. So Thibodaux caught him substituting, and they'll get a little extra yardage out of it. Now it'll be 1st and 5 from the 29. Brown in the backfield with Robertson.
One-on-one coverage up top.
Yeah, they want to pick on Jaden Lee. Trips on the right. Could be the last play of the quarter, perhaps. Shuffling the personnel around. Waiting on the snap. Play action. Robertson has time. Throws it as far as he can. There's a flag on the play, and it's picked off. The Tarpons got a big interception there. Yair Torres will await the marker. It's at the 16-yard line.
You may have a defensive holding.
The Tarpons got an interception. We await the marker. It's at the 16-yard line. Yair dove, laid out, made a nice play, but the Tarpon defense is staying on the field. That's usually not a good sign.
Nice job by Torres going out and diving for the interception, but I believe they may have had a holding.
Ineligible man downfield. The interception stands. And holding, offsetting.
Yeah.
So offsetting fouls. The Tarpons will just replay the down, but boy, that stings. You had forced a turnover. And it'll be 1st down and 5.
Tarpons think they have the ball.
Yeah, I don't know why, because there was an eligible receiver downfield and then defensive holding. Those fouls are definitely going to offset. This is going to be 1st and 5. In fact, the chains did not even reset. Yeah, I don't know why the sidelines there would think that they were getting the football. But the defense now will have to go from the air condition on the sideline right back onto the field.
And incomplete, so the clock should stop. We should have 1 play left in the quarter. And I think that just the Tarpon coaching staff just didn't see the first signal that was called.
So we do it all over again. Much ado about nothing. Robertson with Brown. Got a feeling they'll put it in Brown's belly right here.
Careful for a wheel route at the top.
Clock does not run, as Brian said, so this should be the last play of the first quarter. Man in motion, couple men in motion. Shifting to an unbalanced line on the left side. A Terrell in motion. Inside handoff to Brown, picking through, not much. Good job by the Tarpon defense, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We'll flip the field. Thibodaux has a 7-0 lead, driving to try to get more. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Your second quarter is sponsored by Jones Auto Detailing in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
.27-yard line. The difference in the game so far was that trick play that Thibodaux came out with right out of the gate, backwards pass. Tarpons bit the cheese. They went deep down the field, scored an easy one.
Got 2 scoreboard updates after this play.
Very good. Second and 3. Shifting personnel. They handed to Brown. That's not Brown, but he will get a first down as the ball carrier 26, Adams. He's got the first down about the 23. Scoreboard update, Vanderbilt leading Central Lafourche 14-6 and Holy Cross leading E.D. White 7-0. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Patriot Marine Services.
At the Vanderbilt game, there was a stoppage in play, a medical issue in the stands.
Just got that text, that there was a stoppage because of someone having an emergency. We're certainly thinking and praying for that person. First and 10 here for Thibodaux. Quads to the left. Boy, they like to stack up all them receivers on one side. Now a fifth receiver. Tarpons just jumped off sides. Jack Castaneda was coming on a blitz, and it would have been a good play call, but he got into the neutral zone too early. And this is the second down and distance sequence of this drive that the Tarpons make it 1st and 5. You just can't do those things.
Yeah, Jack tried to time up the snap and was he was off sides, but not by a whole bunch. I want to thank Travis Douglas and Wayne Charpentier providing the scores tonight.
I was surprised to see old Coach Wayne at the LCO Golden Medal game last night. Didn't realize he was out there.
We had Camp and Trip. He was there. We had a nice long talk 2 nights in a row.
1st and 5 for Thibodaux. Brown in the backfield with Robertson. Tarpons jumped off sides again. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to stop doing this, folks. 10, Castaneda into the neutral zone again. Free first down. The Tigers are going to get a freebie there. 11-14 and counting in the half. Thibodaux shuffling some personnel around. Brown with Robertson. Tarpons don't flinch on the hard count. And we have a personal foul has just been thrown on, I think, Mike Woods. Saw he was being restrained by one of the Tarpon coaches, and now that's a sideline warning. That's the second, and the wheels on the bus are falling off. And I don't know, frankly, what the complaint is, because you were obviously offsides 2 plays in a row.
Well, he was inside the 25.
Well, fortunately, it's another warning. They didn't give any yardage, so we'll take it.
Take it.
It'll be 1st and 10. Feels like it's been 10 minutes since a play has been run. Clock grinding down, 10:36 in the opening half. First down, not goal. Tigers still can't get a first down. Man in motion. Little option. Robertson will keep it. He's going to be slung down at the 7, but he does get a nice gain. That looked like Lowell Narcisse right there running that football.
Looks like it'll be a 5-yard carry.
Now bring up a 2nd down and 5.
They've been going to the right a good bit. See if they try and come back to the wide side right here.
Tarpons have a lot of their big bodies in there. Tigers have their center out of the. What is going on here? Trying to maybe quick snap it. In the gun. High over his head. Can the Tarpons jump on it? Down he goes at the 26. Terrence is cramping. He's running off the field injured. He'll dive off of the sidelines, but it'll be 3rd and a mile now for Thibodaux. And something just looked wrong there. The center got out of the huddle right away. Everybody else was in the huddle, and then he air-mailed the snap to Adams.
Yeah, I think he had a little bit too much juice.
We'll have to check on Terrence. He was hobbling off. He's laying down at the 40-yard line getting stretched out. That's the thing about two-way players, man. Seen it already in the 2nd quarter.
Same formation, 4 wideouts.
It is 3rd and about 24. Or excuse me, 3rd and 22, rather. They got to get to the 4 there at the 26, so 3rd and 22. Plenty time on the play clock. Play clock just down to 19. Robertson waiting on the snap. He's got it. It's a draw. Picking through the line, not much. So the Tigers, we'll see if they got a field goal kicker, but it's 4th and a mile here, and they'll be at the 20. It'll be 4th and about 16. They got a little closer.
Tigers have 4 receivers to one side in a bunch formation out wide. Tarpons have 4 defenders on them. It's man on man.
Terrence was pleading to get back into the game. I think the Tarpon coaching staff pulled him back. 4th down and 16. Thibodaux will stay on the field. I mean, if you don't feel like you can make the field goal, just throw it in the end zone, see what happens.
And he may run this clock down and call a timeout.
Looks like that's the case, and it is a timeout. We'll take it with them. With 7:43 to go, Thibodaux pondering this 4th down decision. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Out of the timeout, and it's a 4th and 16 for the Tigers at the 20-yard line. Tarpon's trying to keep everything in front, keep him out of the end zone. Terrence Petrie is back out there. He's guarding False on the outside. Play clock down to 14. Still got plenty of time. His trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Robertson waiting on the snap. Tarpon's trying to get a huge stop. Man in motion. A wide snap. It's a little tunnel screen, and it's dropped. Wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway. Tarpon's going to get the stop, and the bad snap really hurts the Tigers and really helps the Tarpons. So South Lafourche takes over on downs. Both teams get near the red zone and get no points out of it.
Good job of the Tarpon defense. And as we talked about during the week, where you don't give up big plays, let them go 10, 12 plays. That was a 12-play drive.
That's an outstanding point.
And you know chances of making mistakes are increased.
An outstanding point. The one mistake stalled out the drive. Tarpon's now going to have to go the full 80. Jarvis will be out there in the backfield with Mack. Backwards pass to Terrence. Terrence looking around, spinning, doesn't have a man. He'll throw it to Jarvis, incomplete. Thibodaux was all over it. They didn't fall for the trickeration. I think Narcisse might have been watching some film. Hey, BG on the first play of drives comes with a little candy there, and the Tigers don't fall for it.
Yeah, it's a good, because, a lot of times when they trick plays, most of the time it's out of a timeout or in a quarter or stuff like that.
So 2nd and 10, Mack has a clean pocket now. He's flushed outside, throws it to Jarvis, who's stacked up at the 25. Gain of about 5, and it'll be 3rd and 5. Scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services, LLC. Vanderbilt leading Central Lafourche 21-6. But the Trojans are driving, trying to change that. Third and 5 here. Tarpon offense got to stay on the field, rest that defense some. 6:57 and counting in the opening half. See if they could find Hughes maybe. He's been a little quiet. Mack throws it to Petrie. He's short. He didn't get it. Now, Mr. B.J. Young, what do you do? It's 4th and 1 from your own 29.
A lot of game left.
The Tarpons are going to keep the offense out there at least initially. The way the clock is synced up, you don't have to snap the ball before the timeout for the hydration break. I think this is a hard count.
Yes.
And let's regroup situation.
Thibodaux could jump.
They are in the eye. Hard count, they're not flinching. And now I think the Tarpons move.
Yeah, that's on the offense.
That's a false start on the center, I believe, and that is going to force your hand. You're going to have to punt the ball now. 6:07 to go. Another flag just flew in, and it might be 15 more. Here we go again. A late flag came in after the initial signal. I think the Tarpons are going to walk it backwards again. The Tiger players are backing up. BJ's on the field, and we have a dead ball, false start on South Lafourche, then a dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct on South Lafourche. This is Bush League, man. Way too much of this stuff going on. So you go from 4th and 1 to now 4th and Chack Bay, and the Tarpons are going to have to punt it away. And every one of those yards, all 20 of them, is field position lost here on this situation.
Well, you feel for the rest of the team where somebody's taking that away from you, an opportunity, and someone is allowed to keep doing it and taking that away from them.
Shepard standing at the 1-yard line. Tarpons don't have to punt this football before the humidity break, but they're going to try to get it away. There is the humidity break. So let's take it with them. See if cooler heads could prevail out of the injury timeout. It's 7-0 Thibodaux. We'll be back in a minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Directed by Kay Wagner. Tonight, the
welcome back. We've got the hydration timeout done. Tarpons are going to punt the ball down the field. 13 for the Tigers. Cohen Oakland's back deep. Tyrese will try to flip the field. He's done an excellent job punting so far tonight. But this one, he's standing with his heels in the end zone. See if the Tigers come and try to get this one. Snap is high and wobbly. They're not coming on rush. Thank goodness. It's a line drive punt.
Oh, good punt.
That is going to bounce across the 50. Tyrese, you were one of the MVPs tonight, brother. That's a great punt. Down at the 43-yard line by Castaneda. That is almost a 50-yard punt, Brian. You see some college guys can't do that.
And look, his punts are not high. They're like straight, but getting that good bounce. And that's exactly, again, what you wanted to do. Now that they're not starting in your territory at least, and going to have to make them work a little bit extra.
5:59 to go in the opening half. The Tigers will try to add some insurance. Can the Tarpon defense hang on? They've been out there a lot this half. That explosive offense has been a little late arriving here tonight. Brown in the backfield with Robertson. Now quads to the right side. Offsides on South Lafourche. And that is 5 more free yards. Thibodaux's a good opponent. You do not have to keep giving them things for free. First and 5, quads to the right. Wobbly snap. They get it off to Brown, getting into the second level. Here he goes. 35, 30, 25, 20. He's shoved out of bounds. It's a big gain and a Tiger first down. Brown gets rolling and Thibodaux's cooking with grease.
How many times you see that in the backfield where it's not a clean handoff, but it must do something to the timing, and he hit the hole and broke one tackle for a big gain.
But with that having been said, Brian, Thibodaux does have to get their snapping issue fixed. They've already airmailed one. That one was almost a second. They're on the ball quick. Another wide snap. Handoff to Brown. Stacked up. Maybe gained a yard or two. Tried to catch the Tarpons substituting again, but they were able to get in their stance that time. The chains aren't even set. I don't know how they could have ran the play. The chains aren't even set. But they did, and it is second down. Chains still aren't set. Second and about 7. 5:13 to go in the opening half. Ball smack dab in the middle of the field. The Tigers got into the red zone earlier and were not able to convert. They're trying to change that here. Oakland motion. Play action. Robertson shoots it as far as he can to the back of the end zone. Did he drag a foot? Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Incomplete. That's a close one. The receiver was wide open, but both officials on the spot said he was out of bounds, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
2 officials in great position. Both of them had the call.
As Jacob Terrell was not able to get a foot down. .453 to go in the half. A huge 3rd down. You figure Tigers got 2 plays to get it here. Adams, the running back. Well, now he's actually flanked out in the slot. Ton of receivers on the right side of the formation. And Coach Narcisse wants a timeout. So Thibodaux will talk this over before a big 3rd down play. I don't know if Lowell saw something he didn't like. Do we have another one to take, or are we on schedule?
No, we'll wait now.
So take it now?
No, we'll wait.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors. Joe Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Maritime Safety Solutions, providing service to the marine industry and a variety of fire safety equipment. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Golden Motors, where price is priority. Galliana Fresh Market, serving you since 1976. Couple more. The Blue Boot Foundation, driving awareness to childhood drowning, make a difference. And Henry Lafont, Lafourche Parish School Board, District 7. Big 3rd down. This could be one where Thibodaux just does maybe an inside run, try to get a little closer.
Yeah, and I think if you Thibodaux right here, you got 2 plays. You want to run some of this clock, because if you got to give the ball back to the Tarpons, you don't want to give it with 4:53 left.
I agree with that, sir.
Tarpons, if you want right here, we got to get a stop.
Trips to the right. Robertson by himself back there for now. Will this be a design quarterback run? Try with the hard count. The Tarpons aren't biting. 18, Martinez is kind of the H-back in the formation. Now man in motion is Adams. It's a quarterback run, bouncing to the outside. He's got a 1st down, driving into the
fumble.
He lost the football, and the Tarpons got it. Adams was making a surge towards the end zone. He would have scored, but the Tarpons pulled the ball out around the 1-yard line, and I think they fell on it. They did. And we got a late shove, a Bush League shove by a Thibodaux player, and now we got fisticuffs. A Thibodaux player started it, but a Tarpon player did react, and now we'll see how that goes. The Tarpons were running off the field. A Thibodaux player just came and 2 hands shoved him as he was getting out. That Tarpon then turned around and shoved back. We'll see.
Yeah, there was, I think, both.
We could be looking at a daily double here.
Yes, I think you're going to have an ejection possibly each way.
The Tarpons have the football inside the 1-yard line. Mike Woods' defense again finds a way to get a stop. They're debating it. They're discussing it. Certainly we know Thibodaux threw the first strike. The Tarpons certainly did react. And we'll see what comes of this. The flag at the 8-yard line is the one that is certainly on Thibodaux. The flag at the 14 is the one on South Lafourche. They'll say 1st down Tarpons. They are walking the ball forward, which is probably a good sign for South Lafourche, but it was at the 1. And now it's at the 16. So it is going to be a 15-yard penalty on Thibodaux. So it looks like it's going to be personal foul Tigers. And I think the explanation is going to just be, well, he did get shoved from behind. What is he supposed to do? And
walk away.
Oh, fair enough. So they walked the ball off to the 16. Coach Narcisse is getting the explanation. He doesn't seem to like it. I have not seen any thumbs saying ejected or anything like that. Both coaches are getting the skinny. There's 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the half. The Tarpons just forced a huge turnover.
Yeah, I agree, Truck.
So the Tarpons are going to play 1st and 10. Defense just caught a big break, man. Bending but not breaking. Now let's see if the offense could get going. Now, see if Big Blue can maybe carry some momentum here. First and 10. See if Dardar could get going. Straight drop from Mack. It's a screen. Under a lot of pressure. A little cross to Peach, not a screen. Peach is trying to make guys miss. He's tripped up at the 17. Thibodaux got the scouting report that Terrence is really good. They have been on him like a blanket tonight. Short gain of about 1.
Yeah, Terrence came all the way across formation.
See Coach Narcisse on that Thibodaux sideline talking to his quarterback Robertson, telling him, hey, bro, we got to live to play another day. Can't hang your head. 2nd and 8 here, Mack. Under pressure, just drop the ball. It's loose, and the Tigers have got it right back. That is a turnover forced by Thibodaux, and they're going to get it right back. I don't know what happened to Mack there.
I just think his hands were wet, and it slipped right out of his hand.
And the Tigers will play 1st and goal. .403 to go. Thibodaux just gets the break back. And I don't see Robertson out there. Are they going to do some sort of direct snap play? They tried this once. It didn't work. They're going to try it. Nope, Robertson's in there. My apologies. Adams in the backfield with him. Direct snap to Adams. And he's going to waltz into the end zone. So Thibodaux's going to get on the board again. It's 13-0. Defense held up as long as they could. But the Tigers add some insurance.
Who was down on the carry?
Adams. So the Tigers with 3:59 to go add some insurance. And we'll get the extra point try from Moncale. Waiting on the snap.
Oh, they moved.
Oh, they moved. Yes, they did. A pretty obvious flinch there on the right side of the line by Thibodaux. They'll back it up 5. Make it a little bit of a harder try. So now instead of a regular extra point, it'll be a 25-yard field goal. They're still trying it. Snap is a little high, gets down, kick is up, and it is good. A good kick by Thibodaux, and they add 7 to their lead. It's 14-0. We'll be back in 1 minute with South Lafourche's attempt to answer here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Well, I'm not going to write it on there. I'll write it on mine.
Oh.
When he got a red jersey on, lights out. Long kick to Hughes. Catches it about the 10, looking to work up the field. Dre trying to bounce outside at the 20, cuts in, dropped at about the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tarpons with 3:51 to go.
Good return from Hughes.
How many timeouts BJ got? They used one?
They used one, I
so
believe.
They got 2, we believe. No, Thibodaux, I believe, has used 2. 1st and 10 for a Tarpon offense. Man, this is shocking to me. I thought they would have had some more success. We've seen turnovers. We've seen mental mistakes. We've seen, frankly, Thibodaux's defense just kind of take it to them. First and 10. Mack will keep it and will dive across the line of scrimmage. Gets to about the 28. Short gain.
Design run. Tarpons are going to take a shot.
You figure there's got to be some urgency to try to score before half. Thibodaux is getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Second and 7. Mack with Dardar in the gun, 4 receiver set. Mack gets the snap, inside rush, throws it deep down the field, incomplete. Tried to get it to Green, and the pass fell incomplete, and now the Tarpons are faced with a big old 3rd down. And the rush of the Tigers is just coming right up the middle, and it's just kind of bothering Mack a little bit. The timing has been off all night. Huge play here. You got to get to the 36-yard line. You don't want to give it back to the Tigers. 8 on the play clock. Tarpons trying to get some last-minute instructions from the sidelines. Down to 3. Down to 2. They've got to hurry. They do just get it off. Mack shoots it down the middle to Petrie. 1st down and more. Terrence makes a man miss. He's across midfield, and it's a Golden Motors 1st down. That's a big pitch and catch at a time where the Tarpons desperately needed it. .250 and counting in the opening half. South Lafourche in plus territory again.
Now here his playbook can open up a little bit.
Mack looks to the sidelines. 20 seconds on the play clock. You still got all day to get this sorted out. Got to get it lined up. They're very wide on the right side. Inside rush to Dardar. See, that's a short gain. And look, it's not a bad play, but, man, I just thought the Tarpons would have some bigger running holes. That Thibodaux defensive front is holding up so far.
Yeah, and the Tarpons from midway 1st quarter to, almost in the 2nd, they kind of got away from the run game. Now, when I open up his play, it allows him with plus territory, you can go back to the run a little.
Huge 2 minutes. Tarpons got to try to get some points before the half. Thibodaux getting the first possession. Mack throws it as far as he can down the field. That's a duck, and it falls incomplete. I don't know what the heck that was. He's trying to get a go ball to Hughes, but nothing about that ball went. It was a duck off of his hands. Unfortunately, it wasn't intercepted.
Human Knight, not sure if his hands were a little wet again or miscommunication.
So you got to get to the 39, 152 to go. We think the Tarpons have 2 timeouts. Mack looking around, directing traffic. 5 on the play clock. Gets the snap. Shoots it down the middle. Petrie, did he hang on? Yes, he did. Wow, what a play. Terrence got leveled right as he caught it. It was a little behind him, but he makes a sliding catch down to the 32, and that, frankly, is why he's one of the best players in the history of the program, statistically.
He knew it was 3rd down. He went, and he got the ball.
Tarpons are going to have to hurry. The clock is kind of becoming an issue now. 1:32 and counting. And it is a rolling clock.
So you get Petrie on the top here.
He's in the slot on the left side of the formation. Mack.
There he goes.
Steps up, will look to run, trying to get outside. He slides. And a 15-yard penalty for hitting him after he slid. So the Tarpons will be in the Joe Septic Contractors red zone for the first time tonight after that 15-yard penalty. Don't see a quarterback in the high school game slide very often, and we saw it there, and the Thibodaux defender didn't know what to do, just kind of leveled him.
And they tried to get Terrence on that wheel route of the top kind of what they scored in the Jamboree. Plenty time.
Yep, the 15-yard penalty makes the clock a little bit less of a problem. 1:13 to go. You're at the 14-yard line. You're in the Joe Septic Contractors red zone. Mack looks to the sideline. The clock is not running. Play clock just at 15. Mack shoots it to the seam. Oh, incomplete off the fingertips of Jarvis. That would have been a touchdown. Just a smidge high, but that's one that Landon would tell you he should have caught. And it'll fall incomplete. Baby J would be the first one to say, I should have had that one. It was a little high, but off the tips. Now it'll be second down. Dual back set, Jarvis and Dardar both. Now they flank out Jarvis. Petrie coming to the left side of the formation. Mack, inside handoff to Dardar, driving inside the 10. Didn't get the first down, but got a nice gain. Not a bad idea to work that clock a little more. 57 seconds and counting. It'll be third and about 5 for the Tarpons. Ball at the 9-yard line.
You know, Coach Young, I guarantee you, has a play right here that he loves. That's why he's taking so much time here. It's a play I think he loves.
Thibodaux better find one. He is in the slot. It is an I-form set. 36 seconds. Play action. Mack rolls out to the right. Shoots it to the end zone.
Nope.
Incomplete. Thibodaux was all over it. It was intended for Haven Green. And now it's fourth down.
30 seconds to halftime. Tigers up 14-0.
Huge play coming up. Fourth down. BJ Young's going to call a timeout. Why not? We are ahead of schedule for our halftime, so we will keep it here and talk about it. Brian, if I'm Thibodaux, I'm finding one, and I'm putting 2 bodies on them. If I'm South Lafourche, where am I going with the football right here?
I'd go back to Jarvis, to Landon Jarvis. Now, my first option obviously would be Terrence Petrie. But you'd figure they would have him covered.
You would think. How about this scoreboard update, which I did not see coming in a million years? Patriot Marine Services scoreboard update. Vanderbilt is leading Central Lafourche 35-6, and they're driving to add more before the half. Huge start to the game for the Terriers in that one.
Terrebonne 14, Riverside Academy 0.
14-0 Terrebonne over Riverside. No surprises there. Terrebonne is going to win a lot of games this year, folks. Get used to hearing that.
And
team.
here at Tarpons, you don't need 10
yards. Touchdown. You need a first down. You need 5 yards. You got 30 seconds and 1 timeout. You're at the 9. You need to get to about the 5. You could try, in theory, to draw them off. That would get you real close. Dual back set, Jarvis and Dardar. Jarvis flanks out. Mack throws it down the seam. Caught for a Tarpon touchdown. Guess who? Number 1, Terrence Petrie.
And guess what? Double team.
Through the double team. Didn't matter. Tarpons get on the board. It's 14-6 pending the try. And you're right, Brian. That's a great call. They knew it was coming, and it just didn't matter. Now a big extra point try here for Wilbert Serrano, and the Tarpons can maybe escape this half with some momentum. B.J. Young calls a timeout. He was sprinting down the sideline, but the Tarpons had 10, and B.J. is livid at the fact that the Tarpons only have 10. In this situation, it really doesn't matter a ton because you probably don't need that timeout, but in the future, B.J.'s right. You got to get 11 guys out there.
Well, and look, lucky you had a timeout.
Right. Tarpons will actually go to the sidelines and discuss it. But, Brian, there's just something deflating about knowing that something is coming and not being able to stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop it.
They had 2 on Terrence Petrie, and it just didn't matter.
And talk about Josh Mack.
Good throw.
The poise to come back and throw that football only where Terrence could catch it.
That was a rough first half for Mack in some respects, but that throw was a dime, and the Tarpons are an extra point away from getting within 7.
And Coach Young's talking about Josh Mack and play on the next level. That's next level football,
yeah.
That pass and that catch.
The holder is Bo Robert, the backup quarterback. And the kicker is Wilbert Serrano, or excuse me, Mario Circo. Kick is up, and it is good, right down the middle. So the Tarpons add 7. We're right up against halftime, and we are on schedule. So with 24 seconds to go, we'll stay here. But how about that drive from Big Blue?
It's a big drive, and Thibodaux, you helped the Tarpons with penalties. Tarpons took advantage of it, and that was a big drive because Thibodaux gets the ball to start the second half. But the Tarpons, for all the crazy things that went against them,
only down 7.
You're only down 7.
Now, the half's not over yet. As you got to kick it to some big boys down there. So we'll see if the Tarpons could escape here.
Truck's making a good point, too. On that little scuffle, very easily they could have had 2 ejections.
Yep. I had it right the first time, by the way. It is Wilbert Serrano, the kicker. I don't know why I said Mario Circo. So trust yourself more. Gisclair, you had it right the first time. The Tigers got some dangerous guys back there. They've got 24 seconds. They probably will sit on it unless they get good field position. It's a pop kick. That'll be caught at the 20. Trying to get outside. Across the 30, spinning around. There's a flag. He's dropped at the 30. And now if that flag is on Thibodaux, which I think it will be, it's probably taking knee time for Lowell Narcisse with 15 seconds to go and only 1 timeout. Good job by the Tarpon coverage. It is holding on Thibodaux, and now Thibodaux will be buried in their own territory. You would think at the absolute most an inside run. And even more likely, probably just a kneel down.
As long as I have number 1 on the opposing offense, I'm not giving the ball back, even with 2 seconds left. So I would think a knee here.
I would think so. It looks like they are in victory formation. 15 seconds to go. The ball's all the way back to the 18. That's a long way to go. Tarpons are playing prevent safe just in case. But I think we're 1 snap away from a halftime report.
Yeah.
And they will take a knee, and that will be the end of the first half. So the 2 teams fought stride for stride. It's 14-7 Thibodaux. Let's take a 3-minute break. When we get back, our halftime report with the Tigers up 7 here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Gisclair joined by Coach Brian Callais at the half. It's Thibodaux 14, South Lafourche 7. Brian, we watched the half of football, and I think you brought up a really good point at the end of that half of football, which is that South Lafourche had some things go wrong. A lot of things go wrong. So to be sitting here now only down 7, boy, if you're BJ Young and Coach Woods and your coaching staff, I'm probably sitting here saying, you know what? I like where I stand right now because this could be so much worse for Big Blue than 14-7, given the way that half went down.
Yeah, and I think for Thibodaux it's kind of deflating because it seems like the way they played and the breaks they got, that they should have more than 14 points on the scoreboard. Now, what's also, I think, going to help the Tarpons right now is a 20-minute halftime compared to a 15. But only 5 minutes. That makes a big difference because they can get off their feet for 5 minutes extra because they're going to need their energy in the second half of this game. On a humid night out here at Thibodaux High, it could come down to the fourth quarter in this game.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I think that's a great point. The Tarpons have played guys 2 ways, and I think it's going to be a battle of attrition. Do you have enough left in the tank to give 24 more minutes on a hot night, a toasty night, and a very muggy night? Look, we mentioned it that we thought the Tarpon offense was a little slow out of the gate, and I think that's fair. They made some mistakes. They've struggled to run the football. They've made some different miscues. But before the half, they found it a little bit, drove down the field, got a touchdown. Could that be a little shot in the arm for BJ and his offense?
Oh, yes, without a doubt. And you take advantage of mistakes by the other team, and they did. And they came down to a big 4th-down conversion. Coach Young could have gone for the 3, went for the touchdown. It paid off for him on an outstanding pass and catch from Mac to Petrie.
We got some scoreboard updates from around the area. Of course, here it's 14-7. At Vanderbilt, the Terriers are walloping Central Lafourche. It's 41-6 at the half. Brian, I just didn't see that coming, man. We were talking to Coach Vedros and Inside Trojan Athletics. They were so excited. They were so optimistic. And, boy, it's just not panning out tonight. Vanderbilt putting on them good.
And the one thing that was constant all week was that the Terriers, yes, they did lose some from kids from last year, but they are so darn well coached.
Yep.
That this Coach Wallace and his staff have the guys in the right spots, and it's proven for them tonight with a big league so far.
You know another thing that helps? The fact that they scrimmaged Terrebonne and Lafayette Christian. I mean, that's 2 pretty good measuring sticks for your crew. So a great opportunity there for them, and they have an early lead in that one that it doesn't look like is going to be relinquished. Brian, we got some college football tomorrow. Not as exciting of a schedule on the college side as it was in week 1. Is there anything that's going to catch your eye that you're going to be paying attention to?
I'm paying attention to Alabama and seeing what team's going to come out. I fully expect them to come out and have no problems.
So you think it's going to be big time?
Yeah, yes.
What happens if it's not big time?
Well, I guess as long as you get a W. If.
No. You're not allowed to say it. If Alabama has any hiccups at all tomorrow against UL Monroe, you know it's big problems. It's not just, hey, you just got to win. Come on now. You got to blow out UL Monroe.
Yeah, I would think so. But let's look at Texas. Week 1. What did they do?
Lost, but they played Ohio State.
But it's a different team this year. Let's see what Florida State has. Who knows?
Oh, I don't disagree, Brian. I don't disagree. But I'm just saying if it's 13-10 tomorrow against UL Monroe, that's not a good sign, man.
No, it's not. But let's just wait and see. It's a long season.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen. But, yeah, if it's a close game or if they do drop another – if they drop this one here, it's done.
Yes or no? Can they beat Georgia in 3 weeks on the road?
Yes.
They can, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
Last year they had a game who was it against? Was it Georgia or –
They beat Georgia last year. They almost lost to South Florida, so everybody was panicking.
And everyone – they came in and Alabama just looked great against – so, yes, they can, but – we'll see. I'm not throwing a towel in yet on the Tide. I'm going to hold on a little bit longer.
I respect that. How on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about New Orleans on Sunday?
To see what they have?
Probably a lot.
I want to see what they have, but if it's anything like the preseason, it'll, I mean,
yeah,
we're going to be searching for another game.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's thank some of our sponsors. State Bank and Trust Company banking you could count on, member FDIC. Regional Homes of Raceland, leading the Southeast in manufactured home excellence. Patriot Marine Services, LLC, provides a wide range of maritime transportation, project management, and logistics services. Thibodaux Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Duck Fab, a leader in quality duct fabrication and custom ducts, exhaust and wall sheeting installation. And Lafourche Parish Fire District 3. Smoke detectors save lives. Yes, they do. Install yours today. Stay safe and plan smart. Let's go ahead and take a break. Let's make it a how many minute break, Brian? It's up to us. Let's take another 3.
Let's go back with a 90, then we can come back and on schedule.
All right, cool,
for Luke.
Good deal. Let's take a 90-second break, Luke. When we get back, we're going to break down what we hope and expect to see in the second half. It's 14-7 Thibodaux at the half here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Back here to Thibodaux High School, Casey Gisclair with Coach Brian Callais. We are enjoying the halftime festivities from the Thibodaux High School marching band, the Golden Band from Tigerland. They are putting on a show. Here at the half, it's 14-7 in favor of Thibodaux.
We got Miss Angela Gisclair listening in.
Hey, Angela.
On her drive to Morgan City.
Hope
She's
everything's going well.
Pick up Troy from the game, so he must have the Morgan City game.
Sure does. They got Morgan City and Berwick tonight. I'm sure that'll be an interesting score to follow tonight. Had some scoreboard updates from some city games. Let me pull that up, see if I could find it. Edna Carver's leading Shaw 7-0. Let's see if I could find a couple of those
Truck,
scores.
I think it's the most I've sweated in 3 years.
It's hot in here, dude. This press box is humid. We take for granted just that little bit of AC in our home box, just having that air circulating. Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It does. But that's Friday night football.
Amen. 14-0 Terrebonne leading Riverside. That scoreboard update brought to you by Patriot Marine Services, LLC. Karen Crow 13, St. Thomas More 6. Holy Cross leading Edy White 7-0. Carr 7, Shaw 0. And John Curtis doesn't have a score here, but it says John Curtis rolling and has a big lead out in California. It'd be nice to go out there and play in California.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good experience for their football team, I would say. Do you have any scores to give us, Brian?
Yes, let me looks like Lutcher up over Slidell 14-7 at half.
So Lutcher's really good. Surprise, surprise. to no one. That's me being sarcastic.
Country Day Haynes Academy tied at 14. TARPONS up 17-7 over Riverside Academy. Riverdale up 35-7 over Patrick Taylor at the half. Carr is up 14-0 over Shaw. Let's see. Delcom 31, Centerville 14. St. James 22-6 over East St. John.
St. James is good, man. They are the preseason #1 team in the state. And I actually, speaking of St. James, I got an invite, and this includes you too. Henry Lattin said, hey, I'm throwing the biggest basketball tournament in the state of Louisiana this year. And he said, hey, I want you out there. I said, okay, sure, if we can make the dates line up. And he said, hey, tell that joker that does radio with you, I want him there too. So we're both invited to St. James.
Well, I know he's talking about me, I guess, the joker. West St. John 20-14 over Young Audiences Charter.
Young Audiences Charter. I feel like that's a new school.
That's out of New Orleans. John Curtis 47-26. East Ascension. East Ascension at half up on Brother Martin 22-9. Santamont 28-6 over Byrd. Donaldsonville 16-6 over Assumption. That's at the half.
Donaldsonville, you said 16-6?
16-6. Chalmette over Everett 21-0 in the third quarter. Here's a big one. Catholic Baton Rouge 20. Destrehan 16.
Whew. That's not good news for our local 5A district.
Rummel 10-7 over Lafayette Christian at the half. Hahnville Tigers 36-0 over Booker T. Washington.
Hahnville's a sleeper to do some really big things this year.
Morgan City and Berwick with no score. Yeah, and some of these may have been changed, but
yeah, sure. Shout out to CCA getting the 1-0. They got a big win last night over Thomas Jefferson, 28-14. Central Catholic got a win last night. HL Bourgeois fell to Ascension Catholic. So we got a couple of teams that have already gotten under the lights.
And again, our scoreboard updates all year is brought to you by Patriot Marine Services, providing a full range of maritime transportation, project management, and logistics services.
We thank them so much. Let's take another 90-second break. When we get back, I'll try to get Cole lined up. 3-minute break. Let's take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we'll try to get Cole's thoughts and then Brian's keys to victory in the second half. It's 14-7 at the half here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. High School. It's our halftime report. We go to the sidelines. Well, I got to get him to turn around. Let's see. Cole, what are your keys to, well, got to get him to be looking this way. Going to get Cole's thoughts. And what are your keys to the second half? Mr. Gisclair, take it away.
The keys of South Lafourche is establishing that run game with Meathead. The more they can establish that run game, the more they can open up the pass game for their quarterback, Mac, and throw it out to Petrie. For Thibodaux, it's shooting themselves in the foot. They're getting some unsportsmanlike penalties that are backing them up, some mishaps on snaps. So the more they clean it up, the more they'll be able to get some points up. So, yeah, for South Lafourche, establishing that run game can open up their offense really well for them. And Thibodaux, limit the negative plays. The more they do that, the more points we will see on the scoreboard. Back to y'all.
He's pretty damn good. He nailed it.
Listen, yes, that is a great point.
Yeah.
If Thibodaux stays away from them negative plays, they have at least 7 more points on the board.
Yeah, that's a great point. He nailed it. Brian, I'm going to ask you the same question. They're about to reset the clock 3 minutes. Thibodaux will get the first possession. What's the keys? What do they have to do first? Let's start with Lowell Narcisse. What are their keys for the second half?
Cole, hope he's not listening. No negative plays. I think they have to. This is a great point. They have to get the ball established, try and establish the run maybe a little bit more, and they got to go down and score. The Tarpons, on the other hand, it's a big possession here to start off this second half, where if they can stop Thibodaux and move the ball and put another score and tie this game, that's going to leave Thibodaux kind of doubting themselves a little bit.
We're about ready to rock and roll here in the third quarter. Again, Thibodaux will get the ball first. And we are going to be rocking and rolling. Tigers are going to get that first possession. Tarpons are on special teams. We'll be trying to make some things happen.
Got my good buddy Rick False listening in. He listens in all the time. Graduated from South Lafourche. He's a Tarpon. He listens to the broadcast, and he just realized, I said, hey, buddy, you can also watch the game.
That's awesome.
So he's enjoying the YouTube broadcast.
All right, 2 minutes to go.
And thanks to Angela Gisclair. At halftime, Morgan City Berwick tied at 14.
Good ball game out there in St. Mary Parish. Got a good ball game here, 14-7. Boy, this sure beats last year where it was running time in the whole second half. Tarpons got walloped by Thibodaux last season.
And in how many games? You can't do it in the NFL now, but where games are starting the second half, you hear conversations. Hey, they can pull a Sean Payton.
Speaking of the NFL, I didn't even realize. I didn't even get a scoreboard update. Let's go see. The Chiefs are down 13-6 at the half against the Chargers.
That's my pick.
Let's see how my boy Kelsey's doing. And I say my boy loosely because I think he's washed up. In the first half, 1 catch for 10 yards. Nobody's really shining for either team in the first half. WNBA news that'll please you. Angel Reese has been suspended for the season for conduct detrimental to the team.
For the season?
Well, there's like a week left of the season. So it's not like, yeah. So basically she said in a news conference, we got to get new players here. I don't want to be here. And they suspended her for the rest of the season. Here's the thing. That's not nearly the dumbest thing she's ever said.
No. And if she'd be like I'm not a franchise player maybe, but she's not.
She's far and away their best player, though. But that's part of the problem.
Yes.
That's part of why they're in dire straits, because she is their best player.
They don't care. She's got money. It's
left to right kickoff for the Tarpons. The Tigers are taking the field. It will be Serrano kicking it.
Tigers return to kickoff in a jamboree last week.
I'm trying to
Open that side window.
I think so. Might be able to get a little air in here. Hey, Truck, MVP.
I knew we brought you.
Feels like we just turned on the AC in here.
Thank you, Truck.
Left to right kickoff. The Tigers are going to be waiting for it. Let's roll. 24 minutes to go. Little pop kick. That's going to be caught at the sidelines at the 24-yard line. And hit
good
and
coverage.
Stacked up. Real good coverage by South Lafourche. That was Bell, I believe, on the return, and he got leveled. So 1st and 10.
He had it on the near side, trying to get wide to the wide side of the field, but the Tarpons just closed that up too fast.
Ball at the 30-yard line. And I've been saying all game that Edwards was the MVP. Nope, Jerry Gisclair is the MVP because that side window has cooled things immensely here.
You might need a jacket.
I get carried away. 1st and 10, Brown in the backfield. Let's see, that might be Adams. It looks like maybe 26. Again, hard to see those Tiger numbers. It's inside handoff. Picking through the line. Good job by the Tarpon defense. Not giving up much, maybe a yard or two. That was Adams, 26 on the carry.
Nice job by the defensive front for the Tarpons.
So 2nd and 8 coming up.
Wyatt Gaspard in
the shotgun. Robertson tries the hard count. Tarpons don't bite. Just underway in the 3rd quarter on the opening night of the season. It's going to be a late one. It's already 8:40 here. Game kind of moved on a little slowly in the first half. Couple guys moving around the formation for Thibodaux.
Oh, that's a delay.
One, and they'll have to call a timeout. That's not going to make Lowell Narcisse happy. The second play of the half, they have to burn a second half timeout. And just some miscommunication. They had a receiver and a running back both in motion at the same time. Had they snapped that ball, it would have been a penalty.
Now, little things. Can the Tigers overcome this little adversity where you come out the first drive of the second half where your offense made adjustments, and you would think possibly that you may have a couple of plays in mind, and they couldn't get the formation right. So anything that puts doubt into the offense right now for the Tarpons is going to help.
Looking around, this place is packed. Goodness, Thibodaux brought the heat. Look across, it's packed on the other side too. This might be among the more well-attended high school games that we see this season. Not a whole lot of empty seats watching this one today.
And if both teams keep playing at this level, both teams will have jam-packed stadiums.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 out of the timeout. It is going to be Brown in the backfield with Robertson. Quad receiver set. We've seen this a lot from Thibodaux. They stack all the receivers on one side. They're on the left this time. Brown now will flank out to the right. Now it's 5 receivers all to that side. It's a little tunnel screen, and the Tarpons are all over it, dropping him right at the line of scrimmage. Joao Arujo.
Yep, Arujo was all over that play.
Tigers ran that one and hit it a couple of times. Joao said, hey, I've seen that one before. He was all over it that time.
Sawyer Wells checking in with Bull Georges.
This is a big 3rd down, Brian. You scored in the first half. If you could get a 3 and out here, just keep that wave of momentum on the visiting sideline. 3rd and 6. Quads to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Terrence is out there in coverage. There's the snap. Tarpons send the blitz. It's a little dump off. They didn't get it. Tarpons are right there. If they could hold the pile, it'll be short. As to Bell, little screen. The Tarpons stacked them up. It'll be 4th and about 2. Now decision time for Coach Narcisse, and it looks like they'll punt it away.
In that 4 receiver set, that time maybe a miscommunication. You had one of the guys that should have been blocking actually turned around and faced the opposite direction where he couldn't block.
I think they're punting because they brought in a bunch of guys, but I don't see any indication that they're punting. I think this is just a heavy formation. So the Tigers are going for it. It's a heavy set, 4th and 2. Direct snap to Adams. He did not get it. The Tarpons throw him back for a loss. Narcisse rolls the dice, and the dice is snake eyes in favor of South Lafourche. They were all over it. Mike Woods is fired up. His defense gives the offense the ball back in plus territory.
You know, early in the first half, you gave them the ball in plus territory. You give a B.J. Young offense in plus territory again,
it's going to eventually bite you.
They'll make you pay.
So a big stop by the Tarpon defense showing their muscles. And now they've got it at the 38-yard line trying to maybe tie this thing up. Mack with Dardar in the shotgun. Hard count, no one flinches. And we have a timeout, and the Tarpons' turn to not be ready. South Lafourche will call a timeout just like Thibodaux did.
Both coaches, I believe, think this first possession is very important for each team.
Yep, understandably so. I was not on my P's and Q's, my bad. I'm a little too into the game. I probably should have taken one of those timeouts. We'll get back on schedule. We're fired up. It's the opener.
Yeah.
We're getting into the game, losing track that we got bills to pay.
We may have extra football. Who knows?
You never know. With the way this one is going, you never know. And how about that Tarpon defense, man? It's a defense that gave up 40 points a game last year, gave up a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, and since then, quite frankly, have been really, really good.
Let's see if the Tarpons get back to the run game early in this second half.
Dardar in the gun with Mack. Play clock has not even yet started. The Tarpons have an eternity to run this play. Play clock still hasn't started. Play action. Get it out there to Jarvis. Jarvis looking to turn the corner. He's hit at the 33. Good first down gain.
Yes.
Pick up about 5.
Ahmad Randolph for a tackle.
.904 and counting in the third quarter. Tarpons get a turnover on downs. Now trying to cash it in. They look to the sidelines, get their signals from Coach Sanamo and the crew out there. Mack shoots it to the sidelines. Jarvis again. Not much that time. Good open field tackle by number 1, Suthall. Trying to hit Jarvis on a cross, but Suthall was right in his hip pocket there. Pretty much no gain.
Yeah, you just have a feeling that Coach Young may be setting them up for a little shot.
Better find one. That has been where the ball has been going in these pressure situations for now 2+ seasons. He's flanked out to the left in the slot. 3rd and 5. Inside handoff to Dardar. He's across the 30. He did not get the first down, but he got really close. It'll be 4th down and a yard for South Lafourche. They got to get to the 28. They're at the 29. I am giving it to 21 again right here if I'm B.J. Young.
Yeah, I think he knew it was 4 downs, and with the run.
Do they do a tush push? It looks like it. Here it comes. They're pushing. I think they got it.
They have to have it.
Yeah, the whole pile's now across the markers. It is a Golden Motors first down. How about that? The old Jalen Hurts play. The Tarpons come with the tush push and move the sticks. And, boy, they gained about 3 yards on it.
That line just kept moving, kept pushing.
That's where all those 7th period weight room sessions just paid off. Trips to the left. 1st and 10. Ball to 25. Mack. Inside handoff to Dardar. backside cleaned it up. There's 25. Charles Howard on the stop, gain of about a yard.
Yeah, the ends are crashing in hard here. Mac may want to keep that on one of these runs.
Tarpons have another snap or two until the hydration break. 6:46 to go in the third quarter and counting. Meathead in motion. Mack will flip it out there to Dardar. Got some space across the 20. Lowers his shoulder near the first down sticks. Didn't get it, but again, got a bunch. Got about 6 or 7, and they are now in the Joe Septic red zone.
They motioned Meathead out wide. There's no one around him when he caught the ball, and he did a great job of trying to get that first down, putting his head down and running north-south.
Tarpons are going to get a free timeout here. It's going to be the heat and humidity break. It's 14-7 with 6 minutes to go in the third. We'll be back in 1 minute with a big play on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. The hydration timeout, and I got a feeling the Tarpons are going to give them a dose of 21 right here on this short yardage situation. The ball's at the 17-yard line. It is a I-form set. Jarvis is the second guy through, Meathead the first guy through. The Tarpons have done a bunch of different things out of this so far tonight. Hughes in motion. Handoff to Jarvis. He didn't get it. Tarpons have tried that look a couple times. It just hasn't been effective tonight. And now it's 4th and 2. And does BJ have a play to get 2 yards right here for his offense?
They're going to go with a hard count at first.
4th down and 2 yards. Are they going to tush push again? I don't know. They could get 2. Let's see.
Hard count.
They don't bite. Will he call his second timeout? 4, 3. Now he will call a timeout. That is a valuable timeout for later, perhaps, but he's trying to make sure that everybody's on the same page. You know, if 4th and 1, I think I like the tush push. 4th and 2, you're pushing it a little bit.
They weren't snapping it there. That was just trying to get them off sides, just giving them a different look, coming with that tight set. Maybe that would get them to jump.
Now out of the timeout, we'll be playing some football, and it is going to be a big 4th down.
If they don't have a spy here on Mack, they can fake that run. The ends are crashing hard. He pulls it. I think he should be able to get a couple yards at least.
5:10 to go in the third. The Tarpons got a big 4th down stop. They're trying to cash it in here, but Thibodaux's defense has been really good tonight.
Throw it up to Terrence Petrie, too. That's not a bad idea.
It is one-on-one up there. Randolph has drawn the assignment. It is that I-form set again. Can the Tarpons get enough of a push? Mack drops back, throws it in the back corner. Oh, my goodness. He did it again. Terrence Petrie, Tarpon, touchdown. Just a go ball, one-on-one. Chubby T in the house. The Tarpons are an extra point away from tying it up. And again, just such a gut punch when you know it's coming and you can't stop it.
And that's right. They know it's coming. They had their guy on them. And again, Mack puts a perfect ball for Terrence Petrie to catch.
Terrence playing his tail off. It's a huge extra point coming up. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is through, and we are tied in Thibodaux. The Tarpons have scored 14 unanswered. It's 14 apiece. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
All right, we're one behind.
Yeah, that's my fault. We took too many timeouts that quarter for me to be behind. They better get, Thibodaux better get some kind of fluke play because we got all the momentum right now.
I don't understand why they're not running outside.
They're not even trying. They're not throwing the ball down the field at all. Just little tunnel screens and.
Let's hear it for Ori Love.
Big play coming up. It is 3rd and long for Thibodaux. They're in plus territory. You figure you got 2 downs to get it. But the Tarpons have a golden opportunity here to maybe try to get the ball back in a tie, 14 apiece. 3rd and 12. Robertson with trips to the left. That is the strong side of the field. They're now going left to right. Brown in the backfield with him. Flanks Brown out. And it's a false start. And boy, that Thibodaux offense this drive has just been discombobulated.
Loss of 5 yards.
And now it's 3rd and 17.
This is the 9th play of the drive. Again, they're not giving up big plays, forcing Thibodaux into these mistakes.
They've got to get to the 29. They're at the 46, so 3rd and 17. Tries the hard count. They don't flinch. If they get nothing here, I don't think they would go for it on 4th and 17. They got to get something to make it 4 downs. It's the snap. Robertson flushed out. Will throw it deep down the field, incomplete. And I would think that would be a punting situation now for the Tigers. And they are punting it away. How about that Tarpon defense? They have come up time and time again tonight. And now they're giving the ball to their offense back with a chance to maybe try to take the lead. Petrie standing at the 17-yard line. Onkale will be punting it away. Snap is there. The kick is a line drive. Terrence will let it bounce, and he'll let it roll, and it'll roll into the end zone, I think. Did the Tigers kill it before it got in? We'll wait on the call. Let's see. They're discussing it. It'll either be at the 1 or it'll be a touchback.
If the player was in the end zone.
And the verdict is, and this is a huge call, the verdict is ball's at the 1. The Tarpons are in a big hole and got to go the full length of the field. Ball at the 2-yard line. Special teams, baby. How many times do we say they come up big? The Tigers just came through huge there. The Tarpons are going to have to go the full length of the field.
And look, there was nothing Terrence could have done.
No. Because he even tried to block the first guy through.
Yeah, it was coming too fast on that roll when it took a high hop. And you just couldn't risk trying to catch the ball off the hop.
Do the Tarpons try some sort of quarterback sneak on 1st down to get a little bit of room for their shotgun? Yeah, I don't know why we took a TV timeout here. It's not a quarter break. We did miss an opportunity to take a break, but we had no idea it would be this long of a change. Tarpons are going to be in the gun. Does BJ have the courage to try a go ball? They're pressing the receivers out there. Mack tries a hard count. They don't flinch. You are buried against your own end zone here. There's the snap. Meathead's got it. He's driving near the 4-yard line. Pickup of a couple. just got a little bit of breathing room. Just a single first down here would do so much for South Lafourche.
That's right, it'll be a 1 yard gain for the Tarpons.
That Thibodaux run defense has been stingy. Mack rolls out, shoots it to the sideline, and it's a pick six. No doubt, pick six. You could see it coming from a mile away. He looked at one receiver only, and they jumped the route, and that is a touchdown for the Thibodaux defense. Trying to get an ID on the guy who caught it. They're all celebrating out there. I think it was maybe 21, which would be Ahmad Randolph. He was surveying and staring down the outside route. Randolph jumped it, got in front of it, and Thibodaux now has taken the lead. There's the snap. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Tigers have a 7-point lead. Do the Tarpons have another surge? We'll find out in 1 minute. We'll be back here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
Go Tigers.
(21-14) the score. Thibodaux is going to be kicking it away. I got to be careful here. Tarpon's got some weapons back there.
Absolutely.
Hughes, Jarvis, and Terrence, and all those guys. We'll see where Onkill puts the football. It's a line drive, wobbly kick. Hughes will catch it at the 15. See how far he could run. 25-30, look out. Big seam across the 45. Dre showing that 4.4 speed, and the Tarpons, not in a hole this time, are going to have good starting field position.
And going back to the second down call out the end zone, I mean, I like the call. They had success on that pretty much the whole game, out like in the flats.
Yep, great play made by Randolph. Yeah, you saw it coming from a mile away. Tarpon's now out of the hole, but they've given up 7 points to get there. Down a touchdown again, 10:45 to go. Jarvis getting into the backfield with Meathead. Inside handoff to Dardar. Just tough sledding, man. That Thibodaux defensive front has been really good tonight. The Tarpons really like their offensive line, and that Thibodaux defensive line has been up to the challenge. Gain of about 1.5 yards.
Second down. Shout to the Panther Juniors.
Tarpons playing a 2nd and 8. Mack. That's Hughes to the right side of the formation. Jarvis and Petrie to the left. Terrence in the slot. Mack gets the snap. Throw it as far as he can down the seam. He's got Petrie wide open. 25, 20, dropped at the 18. That is a big Golden Motors first down. Pitch and catch to Terrence Petrie. And you hit the nail on the head, Brian. How in the heck did he get that open? They're now in the Joe Septic red zone. Terrence having a huge season opener, as you would expect. But goodness, already 2 touchdowns and then another huge grab there. First and 10 from the 16-yard line. Can the Tarpons take the score right back? Play clock down to 5. You got to hurry. BJ only has one timeout left. Tarpons do get the snap off. It's an inside run to Dardar. Hard running, tripped up at about the 13. Gain of about 4.
Good run by Dardar at that time. That middle was kind of clogged up, but he had a little seam, got to the outside to pick up a couple of yards.
9-10 and counting in the fourth quarter. Thibodaux has just taken the lead. The Tarpons are fighting like heck to try to get it back. Get it back to a tie, of course. 2nd and 6. Haven Green checks out. Brock Ogel checks in. Tarpons waiting on the snap. Play clock down to 6. Mack shoots Meathead out. Throws it to him in the flats. Makes a man miss. Gets near the 10. Dropped maybe inside the 10. Dardar's just so good at finding something. There was not much there. And he just lowers his shoulder, runs through you, falls forward. He got about 3 there. There were not 3 yards to get.
Thibodaux's defensive back did a good job. He got off of Terrence Peters' block. But Meathead, just his ability to make people miss and tough running.
The ball is just inside the 10. It is 3rd and about 3. The Tarpons, of course, can get a first down.
They're going to have to reset this play clock.
They just did. But it's still grinding down. They're not letting them snap the ball. And they reset it again. Now we roll. 3rd and 3. Strong side of the field to the right. Mack hands it to Dardar. Spinning. Did he get it? He's awfully close if he didn't. I don't think he got it. Well, this near side spot is a little more generous.
It's close.
The sticks already say 4th down, so it will be 4th down and very short. Do they come with the tush push again? As it is 4th and less than a yard. Biggest play of the game so far coming up. 4th and inches. I think we're going to see the old Eagle play right here. Let's see. They snap it.
Moved.
They're pushing. I don't know. Oh, he fell forward. I think he got it. Yeah, that's Golden Motors first down. And
Tarpons caught a break.
You are right. The Tarpons caught a break. That should have been a false start. The guys in the backfield moved early. But it is a Golden Motors first down in the Joe Septic red zone, and we got an injured Tarpon. It's 56, a little slow to get up. Drake Terrebonne does seem to be okay. He's walking it off. I was watching the NFL game last night, and they were talking to an Eagles offensive lineman about the tush push, and he said, I wish they would have banned it. Because he said, hey, yeah, it's a good play for us, but the offensive line takes a beating. Yep. And we saw it there. 1st and goal. Petrie in motion. Inside handoff to Dardar. Dives to about the 3. And you just think with the way he's running the ball, they're going to actually put it back to the 4. But you got 3 more plays. He's getting 2 or 3 a pop. It would be hard to not just keep giving it to him over and over again.
And this is where it kind of hurts the Tarpon offense, where that field is shrunk now, where you got 15-yard field to play with right here.
6:30 and counting. 1 more snap and less of an incompletion into the hydration break. Tarpons are going to go in their center. Ball at the 4. 1-on-1 at the bottom. Left side. They hand it to Dardar. There's nothing there. That closed up formation I-form for the Tarpons has generated no push tonight. Thibodaux has been all over it. And that'll bring us to the heat and humidity timeout. We'll take it with them. 6 minutes to go. The Tarpons are on the goal line. We'll be back in a minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Right at the 4-yard line. There's 6 minutes exactly on the clock. Tarpons are playing 3rd and goal. Inside running has been awfully tough for South Lafourche tonight. It has not been a strength. Mack will be in an empty set. Where's one? He's in the slot to the left. What does BJ have in his bag of tricks? Meathead in motion will come into the backfield. Mack gets the snap. Inside handoff to Dardar. He did not get in. He got closer, but he did not get in. He got to about the 2. And now it becomes such a hard decision of what to do here. The ball's at the 3. They put it back a little bit. Can the Tarpons find a way to punch it in? That Tiger defensive front has been so good.
See if Mack can sneak one in.
Hughes flanked out to the right. He's in motion. BJ is calling his last timeout. So the Tarpons will be out of timeouts for the rest of the game. 5:25 to go. It'll be 4th and goal. You hate to burn the timeout, but if there's any miscommunication at all, you have to make sure you're getting it right here before this play.
Absolutely. And if you're a defensive coordinator, you must be pulling your hair out right here, because you would think at the 3-yard line, the Tarpons may be limited, but they got so many things that they can do.
I keep going back to what you said earlier before one of the big plays. Where's 11? Find Jarvis. He can maybe break through here.
And look, this comes down pretty much to your favorite 2-point play.
Pretty much.
Right here. And I would look Jarvis in the flats right here.
Ball is on the left hash, right at the 3. 4th and goal. As Brian said, it's pretty much a 2-point play at this point. Hughes and Jarvis to the right. Petrie to the left. Dardar in the backfield. What trick do the Tarpons have up their sleeve, if any? On the flip side, can Jared Favorite and his defense get a stop? Mack gets the snap.
Reverse.
They pitch it to Hughes. Can he get in? No. He stopped. He dove for the end zone. He did not get in. A great defensive effort from Thibodaux. Number 17, Spencer Conrad. Dre laid out, gave everything he could, but was not able to get in. But Thibodaux now will have to play offense with the ball inside the 1-yard line with 5:17 to go.
And look, that's a great point, and especially if they keep going out the gun over here, the Tarpons could get a safety and get the ball back.
5:17 to go. Thibodaux just got a huge stop. Can the Tarpons pay it off and get a safety out of it? It'll be a false start. That really doesn't matter much for Thibodaux. The ball's inside the 1 already. There are some coaches in the NFL here that will just hard count until you jump off sides, knowing that, hey, delay games don't matter. Trug just mentioned it. Snaps have been an issue tonight.
I'm on the center if I'm Thibodaux here.
Can the Tarpons generate a push? They try the hard count. It's 1st and about 10.5 after the penalty. The ball is inside the 1-yard line.
Tarpons need that negative play from Cole.
It's the snap, play action. They're going for it all. Down the sideline. It's caught. What a grab by False, and what a call by Lowell Narcisse. The coverage from Castaneda was not horrible. False just rose up and made a huge play. Now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're out the hole, and the Tarpons have no timeouts. The Tigers could start to work on this clock. What a call from Lowell Narcisse, trusting his quarterback. Clock did stop. The receiver went out of bounds. It's the snap. Inside handoff to Adams, picking through, and is stopped, a gain of about 2 or 3. The Tarpons have to get off the field defensively with the no timeouts. Every first down's about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. You do that math with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and look, Jack was in good position.
Oh, it wasn't bad coverage.
When you go back at that film, I'm not saying he pushed off, but boy, look, he made separation and made a play.
50-50 play went to Kyron False. 4:43 and counting. The Tigers with a first down could do a lot of damage to this clock. 2nd and 7. Tarpons showing some pressure. Can they create a negative play? Design quarterback run. He's leveled and dropped. Pretty much no gain, maybe gained a half a yard. Tyrese Edwards laid the lick. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Man, credit the Tarpon defensive line.
They're caught in a sub. They have no timeouts. They got to hustle off the field here. Thibodaux didn't see it. 4 minutes to go. If Thibodaux gets a first down here, looking at the clock, it's going to be hard for South Lafourche with no timeouts. This is a must stop for the Tarpons. Robertson gets the snap, throws it in the backfield.
That's a backwards
pass. The Tarpons will stop him. It was dropped by Brown on the sideline, but it was a backwards pass. Very fortunately, it bounced right back to him. And then the Tarpons rally. Good job rallying to the ball, not giving up on the play. And it'll be 4th and 5. There's no way Lowell goes for this.
No, but it's a well-coached defensive team right here by the Tarpons, because several times a backwards pass, and they knew exactly what was going on and what to do.
Now the Tarpons are bringing punt and return with no timeouts. You've got to make sure you have 11. I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 11 out there.
12.
There's 12 out there.
Now it's
1
11.
hustling off. Will Thibodaux get the punt away? 2, 1, 0. They did not get it off. That will be delay of game. So now that affords the Tarpons the opportunity to maybe make a mistake and jump off sides or something like that.
And Thibodaux was more concerned with time running off the clock this possession than trying to get the Tarpons with 12 on the field, because twice, if they would have been up ready to run a play, they could have gotten them.
Tarpons are going to have time, but they will have no timeouts. 2:56 to go. The snap is there. The kick is away. It's over Terrence's head. What a punt. It takes a Tarpon roll, and it'll be killed at the 30, but what a punt from 34, Jake Longcale. Brian, we've seen some good punting tonight both ways.
Yes.
The clock, I don't think, ran on that play. I think there was 2:55 to start it, and there's 2:55 still. The Tarpons have to go 70 yards with no timeouts. And again, if you're Coach Mike Woods, you got to be thrilled by your defense tonight.
All right, Tiger fans, we got to make some noise. You can be that 12 man.
A lot of time, 2:55, no timeouts, but they have been drilled this since the spring.
Tarpons have gotten close a couple times, have not been able to bang the door down. Can they get a big play here? Mack steps into one, off of the fingertips of Jarvis. It was a little behind him, but again, that's one that Jarvis would probably tell you, hey, I got to make that grab, because he had some green grass in front of him.
And credit Thibodaux's defense prior to this, because a lot of times the Tarpons would catch it and they close so fast.
I got to tell you, Brian, there's 2:51 to go. I don't know how this game's going to end. These are two good football teams. 2nd and 10. Mack gets the snap under pressure, steps up, throws it down the seam, incomplete. Hughes was going for it. That was just kind of a 50-50 ball, popped up in the air by number 17, Spencer Conrad.
Yeah, they had double coverage right there on Dre Hughes.
Boy, that Thibodaux defensive line so good tonight. Forced Mack to step up in the pocket. 49, give him some love. Robert Ingram, 99, Jeremiah Jones.
Mack is cramping up. Bo Robert in the game for the Tarpons.
Wow. You bring in your backup quarterback, cold.
Wait, this could be a trick play.
Well, Mack's not out there, but Robert is in there. Let's see. Robert takes the snap, steps into one down the seam. It's incomplete. and it'll be 4th down. And this is where the Tarpons don't have timeouts. You would probably be taking one.
William Arsenal the pass breakup.
Fourth and 10. Tarpon's got to make it happen here, or it's going to be real tough. Robert is out there. Matt getting stretched out. Crowd making noise. They could sense it. Play clock down to 10. BJ running down the sidelines. Bro, you don't have a timeout. He's trying to communicate this quarterback. 3, 2, 1. They do get it off. Robert throws it as far as he can down the field. Dre
got it!
Up and got it! Dre Hughes! What a dime from Bo Robert in that situation. Are you kidding me? Off the bench, Cole throws a dime to Dre Hughes. Wow. Ball at the 45-yard line, 2:33 to go. The Tarpons still have a pulse.
30 seconds and clock is ticking.
Man, oh man, the stones of the young man there stepping in, and I don't think Hughes had even had a catch. How did he hang on to that one?
Thibodaux's confused on defense.
1st and 10, Robert gets it to Hughes, has blockers in front, trying to get outside. He's stripped up at the 41. Clock will continue to run. Inside of 2 minutes at the 41-yard line, Robert had the controls. Clock becoming a little bit of an issue, but you do still have time. Robert under pressure. He's hit from behind. The ball's out, and Thibodaux's got it. And that will be a wrap. The turnover is going to turn it over to the Tigers, who are going to get a W in week 1. Bo Robert did everything he could do, but he got strip sacked from behind, and Thibodaux's a couple kneel downs away from getting the 1-0.
The pressure came from the backside. Robert was trying to give himself more time. Rolled out to his right, but the pressure from backside, never saw it coming.
So the Tigers will get in victory formation. They will get to 1-0. What a ball game this is. A couple of snaps, and then it'll be a wrap. Lowell Narcisse is on the field. They got him back off, and there's the kneel down. Both teams left it all out there tonight. And Thibodaux is going to get to 1-0 in an absolute fist fight. Tiger fans making some noise, rightfully so. They are fired up. They should be fired up. I don't know why Thibodaux would snap the ball with 17 on the play clock, but they are lined up.
Eat 'em up, Tigers, eat 'em up. Eat 'em up, Tigers, eat 'em up.
Waiting on the snap. There it is. They will have one more if they set the play clock. Yeah, they do. So one more snap, and then we're out of here. This is the last snap of the game. There it is, and that's a wrap. Thibodaux's going to get a 21-14 win over South Lafourche. Congratulations for the Tigers taking care of business, getting a big Week 1 win and a thriller. This was a good ball game. We're going to take a 4-minute break. When we get back, Brian and I will wrap things up. Thibodaux 21, South Lafourche 14. We'll be back with Callais B.
We'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Please drive safe. Be careful on the road. Drive responsibly.
here. It's our post-game report. Thibodaux gets a 21-14 win over South Lafourche. Casey Gisclair with Coach Brian Callais. We're wrapping things up. The Tigers just made a couple of extra plays, man. They get the big pick six. They get the big trick play at the beginning. Just a couple more explosive plays, and that was the difference in them getting to 1-0.
Take away the first play of the game, and, I mean, tie game. The Tarpons fought, again, which we knew they would. Just first half, things didn't go their way, and it could have been a little different, but they fought, scored, get the ball, get a stop first, get the ball and score again. And I think Thibodaux on the first play of the game, the pick six, Thibodaux is, I think, fortunate to win this game.
Yeah, look,
they got breaks, and they took advantage of it. Credit to them.
No doubt. Tarpons were up against it. They cleaned some things up in the second half, played well, but the Tigers found the way. And next week, got to regroup, taking on Pearl River. Don't know anything about Pearl River. We saw some spring video. I'll be honest, if it looks like the spring video, the Tarpons are going to be 1-1. But you know how that goes. Sometimes we see spring video, and it looks nothing like that whenever we get to the Friday night. So we'll see how it goes.
And look, it sucks, man. It's tough, but you're going to have to rebound from this, have a good week of practice so that you can get ready for the Pearl River game. But it's a good football team right here.
Yep.
We've seen two playoff teams, I believe, right here. A long season. Tarpons still have 9 games left to go. If they play and compete like they did tonight, they're going to be on the positive end of most of these games.
I think so. So let's put a pin in it here. The Tigers get a 21-14 win over South Lafourche. For Luke Plaisance in the studio, Jerry Truck Gisclair working the camera and the computer, Brian Callais to my right. This is Casey Gisclair signing off. With Thibodaux getting a 7-point win. Reminder, we got the Sports Corner tomorrow from 10 to